To be fair, Francine, to be fair, you're ugly.
Most people believe marriage is built on love, but if that were completely true, one small change wouldn't destroy the entire relationship. Yet, in this episode of American Dad, one tiny change causes a 20-year marriage to collapse in minutes. Yes, my mic was on again. Not cheating, not betrayal, not abuse, just removing one part of the deal. And the crazy part, the show openly admits what that deal actually is. The episode is called Shallow Vows, and in 22 minutes, it accidentally exposes something most romantic movies try very hard to hide. Big shout out to Mr. Foster for his PayPal donation and video topic request. Thank you very much, sir. Quick note, to give you the best experience without copyright interruptions, our full uncut content is available on Patreon. So if you enjoy our content and want the full experience, support us on Patreon. Patreon gang, salute! Spoiler alert! This video contains spoilers, so you've been warned. Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we gotta do. Because we manning, we.
Pop it up. Give me some of that Franny Fanny. Give me some of that Franny Fanny.
Give me some of that Franny Fanny. Yes, Fanny. Watch this opening carefully. Stan has been married 20 years and he's still excited about his wife. From a male perspective, this marriage is working. He's attracted. He's engaged. He's happy. Then Francine reminds him of something.
You know, you've been getting that Franny Fanny for almost 20 years.
What now?
You do remember our 20th wedding anniversary's coming up, right?
Of course. That's why I've planned to
have a magical ceremony to renew your vows.
Roger, that's a terrible...
Oh, Stan, you always take such a good care of me.
Notice the wording. Not, I love you so much. Not, you're my soulmate. She says, you take care of me.
Great, just cut me that check for $6,800, the budget we agreed upon, and I'll get started.
$6,800? Oh, Stan, I'm so lucky to be married to such a good provider.
There it is, twice in under a minute. The show quietly tells you the structure of the marriage. Stan provides resources. Francine provides attraction. It's a trade.
She is just beautiful.
That's the reason I married her.
Well, that's not the only reason.
Yes, it is.
There was nothing else?
Nope.
Just my appearance.
That is correct.
What he means is your beauty emanates from within.
No, I don't.
Pause. That moment is hilarious. But it's also the moment the romantic mask slips. Stan simply says out loud what most men quietly understand. Male attraction is visual, and Francine is about to test that truth in the worst possible way.
Mom, here she comes.
I'm ready to renew our vows.
This scene is played for laughs, but look at what's happening. Francine deliberately makes herself unattractive to test whether Stan truly loves her. Stan sees her and runs.
Alex, Ronnie, cut. Mama's not making a monster movie.
Even the wedding planner understands the problem. Romance has to look good to sell. That's why every wedding advertisement features beautiful couples, because attraction matters, and the episode shows something important.
You don't know what it takes for me to look good. After you leave for work, I do the treadmill until I throw up. Then I go to my hairdresser where I get my roots touched up, followed by a lunch of iced tea and laxatives. Then I wax my arms, legs, and eyebrows while power lifting the couch to tone the fanny you love so much.
And the episode shows something important. Francine didn't just look good naturally. She worked to look good. Dieting, exercise, maintenance for 20 years, which means attraction wasn't effortless. It was part of the relationship effort.
This was a test to see if you loved me for who I am, and you failed!
I wasn't in the mood to be tested.
Pause. This is pure gold. That line matters. Stan didn't fail the test. He rejected the idea that a healthy relationship should be turned into an exam.
Wasn't serious, I was calling your bluff.
Relationships aren't loyalty exams. when you deliberately sabotage the thing that works. Attraction, effort, mutual desire. You're not testing love, you're destroying trust. You're not seeking truth, you're creating conflict.
Are ya that shallow, Stan? If after 20 years of marriage you can find nothing more to love about me than my looks, then I don't even know why we're married.
That sounds like a fair question, until you see what happens when Stan actually tries to answer it.
Heather,
Stan, what is going on with you?
I love you, Francine, and I didn't want to lose you, but I can't get past your looks. So I did the only sensible thing a man in my position would do. I had my retinas removed. I'm completely blind. A toast to us.
Stan decides to prove he loves Francine for who she is, so he blinds himself, literally. Now he can't see her appearance at all. And surprisingly,
Oh, Stan, without your eyesight, you've become a much better lover.
the relationship starts working better. They talk more, they connect deeper, they fall in love again. Here's my question for you. If the only way a man can truly love a woman for who she is by removing his ability to see her, does that say more about him or what she is asking him to ignore? Think about it, because what happens next is about to answer that question for both of them.
Your blindness is the best thing that has ever happened to us.
You're right. My plan was to get it reversed, but being blind is great. It's given our relationship depth. Now you won't have to spend all day making yourself pretty. You can take care of me full time.
What?
Except, of course, when you're at work.
Work?
I'm a blind bastard, Francine. You'll be providing for the family now.
I can't be a provider.
Pause. She doesn't say she won't. She says she can't. And then she says the quiet part out loud.
You know why I didn't show? I didn't get married to take care of somebody. I got married to be taken care of.
There it is. The entire episode pivots on this line. She demanded he love her beyond looks. He complied at the cost of his ability to provide. And she walked.
You bitch! You left me and Stan at the altar!
Men marry for looks. Women marry for resources. That's not misogyny. That's biology. That's anthropology. That's every culture that ever existed. Stan married for attraction. Francine married for provision. When attraction disappeared, Stan panicked. When provision disappeared, Francine panicked. They weren't villains. They were human.
I don't want to be a provider.
And I don't want an ugly wife.
The show literally says it. Both sides. Honest, equal, brutal.
Well, I guess I'm just as shallow as you are.
I guess you are.
And there's one more detail.
Roger, what are you doing in here?
I just came to tell you that Jeannie Gold's business is ruined because of you.
The wedding planner goes bankrupt when the ceremony fails because the entire industry, the dresses, the venues, the planners, the photographers, depends on keeping the fantasy alive. But in modern times, it's getting harder to convince people marriage is worth it because more people are realizing what this episode admitted in 22 minutes. It's not about love, it's a deal. And when the deal breaks, the fantasy can't save it.
Fake hymens for those not so well-behaved Middle Eastern brides.
So what did Shallow Vows accidentally reveal? Attraction matters, security matters, and most relationships quietly balance both. The problem isn't that men value beauty or that women value stability. The problem is pretending those motivations don't exist. Because when couples pretend those expectations aren't part of the relationship, they eventually collide with reality. And sometimes, an animated sitcom ends up telling the truth better than a romantic movie ever could. The episode ends with Francine refusing to be a provider and Stan refusing to be with an ugly wife. They're honest with each other for the first time. And that honesty, that's more romantic than any vow renewal ceremony could ever be. Because real love isn't blind. Real love sees exactly what it's getting and chooses it anyway. The question is, can you be that honest with yourself?
Patreon gang, salute!
Management, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.